Austin. Hi, Texas. I'm Alex. I produce UTNT, which is our university's new theater festival. We produce the plays of the Mishner Center writers and the theater and dance writers. These are new works. This year we have 3 productions. It's all incredibly modern, it's really present, and it's really playful.
Once in 100 Years is a new play that is expanding and adapting an old play called The Seagull by Anton Chekhov. At the beginning of that play, a character, Treplov, who's a young, aspiring writer, presents a new play that he has written, and the play gets cut short. So this play, Once in 100 Years, is trying to imagine what that play that Treplov was making that was supposedly so new actually was.
These Are the Keystrokes is a comedy set in the late 1980s about a typing teacher who has never failed a student, but then gets a student who might threaten his streak. And on top of learning how to type, the other students in the class are worried about prom, graduation, and keeping their jerry curls moist.
So 3 Exorcisms is based off of a real girl who lived in the 1500s. So a young girl named Nicole arrives at a convent to have an exorcism performed on her, and she meets kind of social rejects within the convent who all kind of gravitate towards her and maybe develop kind of complicated obsessions with her.
I've always loved Chekhov, and I've always loved this play in particular and the questions that it asks about art and meaning and how to make meaningful connections with people and relationships, especially as you're sort of like coming into adulthood and wondering how you fit into the world. All the characters of the seagull in Once in 100 Years also have an animal that they are embodying. It's silly and then profound and then silly again in a way that I find really delightful.
I always wanted to try my hand at a comedy. I also wanted to write about the rise of hip hop in the Black community and how some people in the Black community didn't really embrace it like others did. Touchless plays music in his class, and it's a lot of like soulful 60s, 70s Motown. So the new student who comes in, he loves hip hop and he wants to introduce hip hop, him and also the other students in the class.
It's definitely a lockdown play. It's definitely about feeling trapped, feeling lonely. But I think it's also definitely a play that is also a product of being in a pressure cooker environment. There's an element to which I think envy and obsession and the way that people can take up very large parts of our imagination. What's really amazing is that I'm writing in response to what I'm learning in the room. I'm really writing around these particular actors and their gifts.
The actors are so incredible, these undergrad actors who are working so hard.
What I'm most excited about this production is all the design elements, the costume, the lights, the sound, the wigs.
It's gonna be a great show. You have to come check it out.